Hey guys, what is up? It is your boy, Sainty DJ, and welcome back everybody to another episode of Ark Survival Evolved on the Ultimate Ark series. So we're on the Crystal Isles map, and we're keen to get started. So let's first tame off total names, because that's going to be real annoying. So we've done a fair few things off camera. That includes building up our base. So we've been doing a lot more building and it's looking really nice. So we finally have the edges done, and that basically means that the walls go straight down, and we're going to put up some railings real soon just to make sure none of our dinos are falling off or if we accidentally fall off. But yeah, so we got a few things going at the moment, and today we're finishing up our greenhouse. Now this has been taking a while, and it's about time we finish it off. So I've been working my butt off to make the structures and the crop plots. So the crop plots have all been placed down. They're not all completely straight, but they're as straight as they're going to be. And I changed up the door frames. We only had the door frame in the middle, so now they're on the sides. And it just makes it a lot easier to gain access to them at any time. So we got 3 crop plots on for each item, except for the narco berries. They're going to be across these back ones, and they're going to be, well, there's going to be 9 narco berry seeds, because narco berries are probably one of the biggest things that we're going to constantly need, considering that's what we're going to be used for taming. And so we got the narco berries, then we got the veggies. So we have, we'll have armor berry, tinterberry, maybe mejo, stim, and I'm trying to think of azelberry, and then we'll have our first vegetables. So probably rock carrot, citrus, long grass, I think, or lemongrass, and savroot. So that will cover it all up. And then what I've done off camera is I've built this up. So this is our new structure where the fomomias are going. So the fomomias, we're going to have a fair few. We'll probably put the crop plots, the compost bins around this side so we can gain access. But we're going to have roughly about 4 fomomias at least. And they're like little pigs, and they're great for collecting up fertilizer. And we're also going to be going out and getting some dung beetles. So dung beetles are real useful as well, because they can make fertilizer. So they act as a compost bin. But we're going to have them on wander, because they only work when they're on wander. I'll probably get that. What's that? A Spino. No, we'll leave it. What did we get? Sweet. Take that. But yeah, so we've only got, we don't have any of them, but that's what we're wanting to do. So we want to get our fomomias and dung beetles. So at least 2 dung beetles and about at least 4 fomomias. So we should have enough for trank darts and arrows for the fomomias, and then the dung beetles are passive tames. So no stress there. But we do need to start making up our vaults, but we don't unlock that until 2 more levels. So 85 we got to hit. So, but once we unlock that, we'll be able to place vaults along here, and we'll be able to have proper storage. So anyway, guys, I'm going to go out and in search of some fomomias, and we should be a-okay. Alrighty, so we've made it to the beach, and I can already see at least 2 there, so we're set. So this is where we are. I've come here because I know that they commonly spawn in this location, so this becomes very easy for us. So the way you want to do it is, I'm not after any in particular, like any gender or level. Any will do, because as soon as you put stimberries in and you force feed them to them, they automatically start pooping out more poo than you can actually handle. So that's what we're after, and you don't need any agenda or any specific level to do that. So first thing you want to do is get your bowlers. Bowler this dude. It's pretty straightforward. Get your trank darts or trank arrows. One hit because he's a low level, and out like that. Crops is its preferred food. I forget what kibble they prefer, but we don't even have any kibble going. But the next best thing is mejo berries, and we can collect that right across here, like so. Easy does it. And let's get the other one. Level U anyway, 85. So it's going to take a fair more trank arrows. We'll use trank darts just because it's quicker. We don't need as many, so I think 3 will knock him out. There we go, out. And these guys go up pretty quick, so we only need to harvest that. You can already hear him eating away over there. And now we'll go out and tame dung beetles. So I'll probably do the rest of the Pheromonas offline maybe. But we do have a floating island near us that houses a lot of these Pheromonas. Done. So let's upload you to our crypod. And we'll go straight away and tame a dung beetle. We're after 2, but maybe 3, but we'll do 2 today. But they prefer to eat poo, like straight up poo. So we're going to go around and see if we can... I didn't even collect any poo, so that is a bit of a problem. But, because we have our Pheromona, let's do a little demonstration. So if you put stimberries in him, like so, force feed it, he poos like crazy. Like that, and there you go. We got enough poo, and you can press X to collect it all up at once. But we got enough to hopefully tame up these dung beetles. Now I'm not actually sure if you need. I don't think you need any bug repellent or ghillie suits, but we'll try it anyway. If not, I'm pretty sure we do have a ghillie suit at base, but we'll check it out anyway. So let's head all the way to this desert. They used to not be found in outside caves, but ever since Scorched Earth release, I think that's when they first allowed them to start spawning on the sand dunes. And then once Ragnarok appeared, you had heaps of them spawning on the sand dunes. And then now this map, and then you obviously got them spawning everywhere. But it just saves you from going into a dangerous cave and taming one up and fighting off all those other pests. But let's get straight to it. It shouldn't be too far. It should be around this area. There's like this massive sand dune, and that's where they'll be. So I think it's, yeah, over here. So coordinates for this map is right there. I think that's about 84, 46, something like that. But just looking for all the flat places. And I don't actually know if death worms spawn here. I wouldn't think so, because it's not that big of a space. Got a few compies there. I actually hope that... I actually don't know if dung beetles spawn here. Oh no, there they are. So, high level one's good, because it means more weight we can... Oh no. Oh no, they're oil and water, but maybe you can't. Maybe there's no dung beetles out on the dunes. Maybe I'm wrong. Probably should have looked into this, to be honest. So you've got mantises, like all the normal ones. But no dungs. No dung beetles, hey? Or is that a dung beetle? No, that looks like... Oh, it's hard to say. No, that's an oil bug or something. Maybe they're not found. Maybe we actually do have to go to some sort of cave to find them. Nah, here they are. Yeah, I recognize these guys now. Alright, well these two will do, since they're the only two. We've got cool colours though, so we're not too stressed about the level then, since we can't really find one. But should just be able to go up to it and feed them from behind. this. Yep. Nice. So there's one. Get you. You got really cool colors, so I'm kind of happy about that. And let's go for the other. And should be an easy one. Oh. Yes, wait. Because they're low level, it's pretty easy to tame these guys up. We don't have any more cryopods. I keep my cryopods in crystal now, just because, like, ever since I died, and they're really annoying to kind of harvest and get, I've decided to only start putting them in crystal now and just keep her, because crystal doesn't die at all. It's pretty much invincible. Is that another dung beetle? Yeah, it is. Good level one. Look, if there's a 145, I might ditch one and tame up another. I mean, I'm pretty sure I can pick one up, so I could probably pick one up and then... no, those are oil bugs, aren't they? Yeah, yeah. Oil. It's kind of hard to tell them apart, but... Right, that's oil, I can already tell. They're a bit higher off the ground, I think. We've got some mantises. Oh, here you go. There's one. Nah, they all look pretty low level. If I come across a high level one, we've got one more section. We'll visit that, and we'll head back to base if we can't find one. Nah, I don't think anything would be like spawning over this way. Nah, it looks pretty clear. No, that's an oil water bug. Yeah, sweet. So we'll head back to base. We got a bit of poo to get us going. And yeah, we'll just head back to base, guys, and then we will BRBs. Alright, back at base finally. So we've got a few things we need to do. One is to get the seeds going, and another is to get our... Let's put you down here. We're just going to chuck these guys out. I'll chuck out a Thermomia. So I want at least one Thermomia active and one dung beetle active for now. Chuck you about there. Nice. Chuck your friend out here. Sleep. Alright, so biggest thing is probably... I'm not actually sure. Maybe wait. How are you starving though already? Oh, the stem berries, eh? Fair enough. Fair enough, my friend. And then you can go over here. But what you want to do is turn these guys on behavior and enable wandering. And then access its inventory, chuck in poo, and it turns it into fertilizer. I've enabled wandering, so I'm not too sure. It's not heavy, I know that, so... Come on, let me drink some water. There you go. And then Ubon... Alright, so he's still out, that is fine. Actually, can I chuck more into you for it? Oh, probably not. Chuck it in here then. No, wait. Alright. So the next thing we want to do is, because we have our Thermomias here, we need some compost bins. Who farted? What does that mean? Oh no, sweet. And that's how we go. So it just rolls down, easy to pick up, straight to it. So, like I said, the next thing we want to make is compost bins. I don't even know if I've actually unlocked it. There we go. So, compost bins aren't that expensive, I don't remember. No, that's feeding trough. No, they're pretty good. So just wood. We'll do 2 for now. And that should be okay for the time being. But the one thing we need a lot of is thatch. We need as much thatch as we can get. Yeah, we're completely decimating this forest. It's all going. I tend to want to keep the big trees, like these massive ones, because I think that kind of looks cool. But I think it will get to a point where we have to decimate all that as well. So let's just do it to the side like that. No, might just do it like that. Something simple. Yeah, I like that. So you'll need to place in your thatch, because I think it's like, I'm not sure the exact amount, but I think it's like 50 thatch equals, you put in a lot. We'll definitely need some feeding troughs here, because these guys are gonna be going off their nuts, and we don't really have to use the stimberry trick too often. But let's check up on our mate. You're nearly done. Where is he? There you are. So we just have him on wander, and that's how he makes the fertilizer. And I think he also produces oil at the same time. But enough about that. Let's go get our seeds going, because that's the next thing. And seeds are pretty tricky to get, especially to get all of them. Sometimes you have to try a few times. All my dinosaurs are a bit of a cluster. The only things that look good around here are the stegos and trikes, to be honest. Let's have a look. Alright, so we're looking for seeds. So we've got stimberry seeds, we've got rock carrot, long grass, sav root, and citrus. I think that's it. So 9, yep, so that's right, 9, 3, 6, 9, Tinto, yep, rock carrot, awesome, almond berries, hazelberries, citronal, long grass, saveroot. I think that's it. I just need my narco berries, because we need that for our narcos. But I don't think I can really move. Alright, we need to dump a few things. Probably the wood. There we go, now we can run. And we'll need feeding troughs around here too for the sarcos, because they don't have any. So we need a few feeding troughs set up, but it shouldn't take too long to do that. And we'll have the baryonyx around the sarcos, just so he's collecting up the feeding trough. So I'm very, very focused right now. Alright, that should do. And let's go. They actually spoil pretty fast, our feces and that. So we'll have to like keep an eye on that. But the first thing we want to do is we want to mark it out. So I think we want to do... Oh, you can automatically deposit. But we'll just do 1, 2, 3. So there's our rock or long grass. Yep, that's fine. Do our savroot. 1, 2, and 3. And that's done. Next, our citronal. No, our rock carrot. We'll do our rock carrot here. Just making sure I do have enough. Does look like it. I love how I said that it would be a bit tricky to get them all, but what, in 3 swipes, we got as much as we needed. Probably more, to be honest. Actually, is that? Yeah, okay. And then once we put in the fertilizer, it'll all be set. We'll go Tinto. And done. Stimberries over here. So they'll come in handy if we want poo immediately. And just like that. Next. I think we want our Medjos. Now I know Medjos are really important, and the reason we don't have more than 3, like the narco berries, is to make sure that well, because at one point, well, at some point, sorry, I should be saying, we will only be having crops to use as a means of taming dinos, because we no longer, hang on, I forgot what I put in there. This is why I can't multitask, cannot do it. But like I was saying, we can't, it's not going to get to that point where we're going to keep using meadow berries to tame dinos. We're going to eventually use kibble and crops, and we only need a fair amount, a tiniest bit of meadows to make kibble or colouring, and that's why we don't need too much of it. But narco berries, the reason we need so much of it is because no matter what, how much we advance, narcotic is still the same. You can't really advance narcotic, but we need a lot of that. So that's why I made sure that is one of our most important ones. And that's it. That's everything done and seeded. And now it does take a while to make fertilizer, so we're going to be waiting on it for a fair bit. You can take one more. And the same with the compost bins. Like, it's going to take a little while to make it, but once we get it, you know, we'll be set. And I think it's 2 mediums for 1 fertilizer. So 50 thatch, 2 mediums for 1 fertilizer. I preferably like using the dung beetles because you only need feces. You don't need that extra thatch. And they produce oil as well, so it comes in handy. But this dude's nearly up, and that one is too. Let's make a feeding trough real quick, but we'll wrap up today's video. I don't want to do a long one today, just a nice short one, straight to the point. And we'll harvest over here. We got a little RG chilling. Yep, and then some wood. I think we got too much, to be honest. How much do we need for... It's actually kind of expensive, like... No, we actually do need that. Probably don't need the stone. We probably do. I'm probably, like, being a bit stupid. And we just need to find a nice rock that we can get some metal off over there. It looks pretty promising. But yeah, the base is coming together really nicely, and I can actually see it shaping together, and it's going to look cool. I promise you that. And everything's just going to be everywhere, so it's going to be a lot more easy to access. Things are going to be safe. Like, I won't have to worry about stuff sneaking in and attacking our stuff because it's pretty much all safe. But the server owner has talked about adding in more dinos to this area and more aggressive. First it was just one alpha, but he's thinking about just making it completely alpha spawns only. And so he's going to start with raptors, and then he's going to make his way up pretty much. And once he makes his way up, that means we're going to be hitting alpha wyverns, and that's going to be a bit of a problem. So I'm just thinking where I want it. Probably in the middle, so it hits other creatures as well. Just do that. Chuck in, get the berries that we got from the parasol. But I'll probably wrap it up now. You guys probably don't want to see that. So I hope you all did enjoy today's video. I had a lot of fun, and things are coming together very nicely. For the first few episodes, I was like, oh, I don't know how this is all going to fit in. But with this way, everything's going to come together, and it's actually going to look very aesthetic and actually look good. So I'm hoping to see it all just kind of fold in together. But I don't know, it's all really exciting, and there's a lot more videos coming, so you're going to be able to experience it with me. So I hope you all did enjoy, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Peace out.